Hello, everybody. This is Vincent for another quick video with Paul here. Paul is in Toronto. I'm in Vancouver, and we have a mission to help sales professionals all around the world, whether it's a broker, a dealer, charter company, to be more effective selling boats, selling them boats. So the thing we were talking about with Paul today was about how can we help you guys recreate what, at the end of the day, look, this is not about Paul or I or you, it's about your clients. Without your clients, it's not about you. I hear way too many companies saying, hey, we are number one. But this is false. There is no number one company. There is only one number one in the boating industry. And the number one is a client, so people buying boats, because without them, none of this will be possible. I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have food on your table. I wouldn't have food on my table. So let's remember who is the most important in the equation here? Your clients. And let's look at what your clients is looking at, what your clients wants. Now, what does a client want, Paul, when they go to a dealership, let's say?
They want to jump on board a boat.
Exactly. Great answer. They want to jump on board the boat. When they go to a dealership, they don't tell you, hey, can you show me a slideshow of this boat? Can you give me a brochure of this boat? Of course, they might ask for that after to bring back home, but they say, can I step on board? And this is the exact same things that you need to offer them online. It is your responsibility as a marketer, as a salesperson. You're not getting paid to send brochure, to send photo slides. You're getting paid to bring people on board, give them a sea trial, give them an experience of what the boat look like so they can sell more. So you can sell more, sorry. And they can experience the product and they can buy it. And they can move forward in the sales process and buy it. So what you need to do is focusing on bringing the client on board. Now, can we do this online? Yes, in 2024, yes, we can. We've put this new product together to help you being more effective and help you bring anyone, anywhere on board any boat. And it's called one-click showing. Now, this is not a sales pitch. I want you to understand. This is, again, what your clients need. This was a priority to help your clients because those guys are the number one. Because of them, everything is possible. So we need to serve them at the highest level. We need to give them what they want. Now, when someone is buying something, when someone is looking for something online, they're looking at two things and two things mainly. Number one, trust. Number two, information. Now, what's the best way to convey trust? The best way to convey trust is to meet someone in person, one-on-one. What's the second best way to convey trust than that online will be to have a video meeting, a one-on-one video meeting. Now, the second thing they're looking for is information. What's the best way to convey information? To be transparent, to show absolutely everything. Not just to show one angle of the boat or one pan of the boat, to show everything. And there is the possibility today to show everything. It's called a spherical photo because in a spherical photo, it's just like being there. You can look around, you can see the ceiling, you can see the floor, you can see around you. And when you put the spherical photo together, you have a virtual tour. You can show the entire boat, inside, outside, technical areas. So this is how you convey the most amount of information. So trust plus information equal sale. And this is what we want to help you with. We want to help you bring people on board. We want to help you have more conversations because at the end of the day, if you deconstruct boat sales, and I catch myself saying that pretty much every day, but no sales happen unless money exchange hands. No money exchange hands unless there is an offer. No offer happen unless there is a showing, but no showing happen unless there is a conversation. So we're going to need a lot of conversation and a lot of showings. Now, if you want to be effective online, you need to remove the friction because the more friction there is, the more people you're going to lose along the way. That's why Amazon has this one-click buying, because when you have the one-click buying, there is zero friction. Yeah, there is no second thought. You click one time, you get the product. So what they do with one-click buying, and they make billions and billions of dollars every year with that, is they remove the friction. So we did remove the friction for you, for your clients, with one-click showing and one-click capture. Now, today, in this session, I wanted to talk to you not about doing it for one boat, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to talk to you guys to do it for the entire fleet. And why does that make sense to do it for the entire fleet? Because it's a process. You need to create a system. We're not selling you a tool, a gadget, a widget. It needs to be a system that you implement. Because today the game is going to be won online. And if you want to win this online game, you need to have your entire inventory online. You need to be able to show any boat at any time, anywhere, with one click. We did some virtual boat shows for the Brunswick Group for many years. One of the most successful boat shows they had, I think they sold 22 boats in one weekend, all from the virtual boat show. They had a virtual boat show, two virtual boat shows at the same time. In the weekend, they sold 22. It was during COVID time. They sold 22 boats online in one weekend. So it is possible. Today, people are buying boats online. I was just talking on the phone with a couple of dealers yesterday, and they're saying, yes, definitely people are buying boats online from other states. This is common now. This is a common practice because people are ready, because they're looking, if they have trust, if they have enough information, enough trust, they'll pull the triggers, they'll buy the boat online. But it's your responsibility to make sure that there is a maximum amount of trust, the maximum amount of information, and the minimum amount of friction. So Paul and I are dedicated to help you guys. If you're a dealership, if you're a brokerage, we want to travel to your place and show you how in one day we can capture 10, 20 boats so easily, show you the process, show you how it works so you can do it next time. Every time you have a new boat, boom, 5, 10, 15 minutes, you capture the entire boat, you upload it to the platform. 2 days after, you got a beautiful virtual tour, and you can organize an instant showing. All your team can organize an instant showing. So I'm going to share the platform. Paul, anything to add on our first little conversation right now? I mean, I wouldn't call it conversation because I've done most of the talking, but on this little monologue that I had.
Well, you just reminded me of something we used to say. What's the biggest boat show in the world? You know, most people think it's, say, Fort Lauderdale or the indoor one in Dusseldorf, but what do we think the biggest boat show in the world is?
The biggest boat show in the world is online.
Yeah.
It's social media. So you can, right? It's free to attend. It's open 24/7, 365 days a year, and there are millions of people going there online. And people say, oh, we have 3 locations. A lot of companies, they have different locations. So they are successful dealers, successful brokerage, and they buy another office. And they're like, oh, we have 2 locations now. And then they become even more successful and they buy another office. Like, oh, we have 3 locations. So I call them, they tell me like, hey, I have 3 locations. I tell them, no, you should have 4 locations. It's like, well, I don't have the money to expand to a 4th location. I'm like, this 4th location is online. You need to make it like a legit location. And when you create this virtual showroom, this becomes another location. And when I came to Canada, maybe 15, 16 years ago, even maybe more, I was working in a ship chandler in Vancouver. They're still called Stevestone Marine. And there are 2 locations, one in Vancouver and one in Richmond. And I think even maybe a 3rd one. But they always advertise one extra location because those guys knew that online was another location. So they were always saying like, we have 3 locations, even they had 2 stores. And that's where I got this thing extra. Yeah, they were right. It's an extra location. And I mean, I'm talking about 2006 or 2007, guys, when like online wasn't as prominent or important as it is today, but those guys got it. So you have to do the same.
And Vincent, it's not just a 3rd location, it's a global location that anyone can access from around the world, unlike another storefront somewhere, right? Which is limited in terms of the geography. So,
Yeah, it's true.
you know, powerful.
And that reminded me of the story of Starbucks. So Starbucks, originally, I read the biography of the Howard Schultz, the CEO of Starbucks. By the way, my favorite business quote from him is like, we're not in the coffee business serving people, we're in the people business serving coffee. So one of the true companies that were, not anymore, we're really truly client-centric. And he said, in the book, he said, well, we are seeing Starbucks as the third place. And like, what do you mean the third place? And third place, it means like they wanted people to go to work. That's first place. To go home, first of all, that's their first place. Go to work, the second place. And then third place would be the coffee. So they recreated those coffee shops to be welcoming all the people because they were client-centric back then. But now they became profit-centric and they realized that they're making more money from mobile order and they were making more money from drive-through. So the way they are designing their Starbucks today is actually they are purposely designing to make it less comfortable so there are less people coming there. So they don't have as many seats, don't have as many comfortable seats. They remove the plug-in, the chair are not very comfortable. And it's actually, it's a marketing term, it's actually called hostile design. Hostile design. When you design the place in a way that is not going to attract a lot of clients because you want to do business differently, let's say drive-through or mobile order or walk-in. But so the third place, right? I want you to remember these terms, the third place. Originally, that's what they wanted. And because of that, the third place, they became so successful. So it's saying to you, what's going to be a third place for work, right? You're going to have your office. That's your first place. You're going to have on board the boat. Yeah, that's your second place, like physically bringing people on board. But your third place is going to be virtually on board. And I want you to become an entire part of your working process. And we're going to log in right now. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to use. So you can probably see my screen. So I'm logging in. I'm going to log into this.
Hey, Vincent, I can't see your screen right now.
Okay, so let me share my screen. Here you go. So I'm logging in. So when you log in, how to use, very simple, few video. You can see my screen now, Paul, correct? Yeah, perfect. So those are like 1-2 minute video, tells you exactly how to use it. Look at Paul here capturing a boat in Miami. How long did that take you to capture that boat, Paul?
Oh, it was so short I can't even remember. It was 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes. 5 minutes capturing a boat. Now he can show this boat anyone, anywhere. If there's a guy in Asia that wants to buy this boat, with one click, Paul can organize a showing. Imagine how powerful he is now if he's a salesperson. He doesn't need to have the guy from Asia to fly and visit the boat. No, he send one click, boom. Virtual tour plus video call. Maximum amount of trust, maximum amount of information. So sales boost, this is where every week, and we're going to add some more, usually every month we add like a layer of 5, 6, but we adding sales tips every week for you guys. This is a free education. Like, look at this. This is free education. Show and sell, follow-up strategies, closing, AI script, effective email for both sales, screen-to-screen selling. This is like free course that we're giving you guys to thank you for using this platform. VR Space, this is where you're going to have all your listings, new listings, used listings, whatever. VR Meetings, this is where you're going to schedule all your meetings. So if I want to schedule a meeting right now, I just go here. I select my boat. I put the date, I put the time, name, email, and that's it. And I click save. VR drops, this is where you're going to drop your boat. So if I want to create a new, if I'm going to marinas this morning, capture a new boat, I come here, boat, I'm going to put name of the boat, and then I'm putting my upload, panel, pop-ups, and layout. Template and subscription, this is like, that's it. Super easy to use. Now, one thing I'm going to show you, we're going to show you the actual VR, the one-click showing. So you see, here is my boat. So here is meet here. And I'm going to show that is one click. I'm going to get on board. So I'm going to stop my video on Zoom. So one click, boom, That's it. My virtual tour starts, my video starts, my webcam starts. And what you're going to notice also is here I have a link. This is a link I will send to the clients. And once I send this link to the clients, my clients will be here on a video. And all of that is for me to be more effective selling boats. I can see the entire boat. I can have access to photo, closing document, brochures, anything I need, even have the sales assistant from Yahtzees Academy to help me go forward in the sales process. So don't miss on this opportunity. This is not a tool that costs you $5,000 a month like Yachtword or something. I know I've heard a lot of people complaining that some MLS are becoming extremely expensive. And some of them wants to stop using it. Some of them wants to keep doing it. And they ask me, what do you think I should be doing? And I'm like, well, if you feel that you want to keep it, just be more effective using it. Just be the person that on Yachtword has the most effective listings. Be the person on Yachtword that has the most effective call to action, that has the most effective showing system. And then it's going to be very interesting for you. Now, this starting price is $49 a month. You get unlimited showings. So can't miss this opportunity. So we will have a train passing by here. But that gives you an idea. I just wanted to give you an idea of how this system works. Paul and I were always available if you guys have any questions. And yeah, I'm going to go back on my video here with Paul for the closing. So any question, Paul, on today? Quick.
Well, you just kind of hit on something there. You reminded me of the boat I captured in Miami, and it's pretty powerful if you stop and think how, I was at that show, captured that boat, and it took 5 or 10 minutes. And now wherever I go, if I was actually selling that boat, I can show that boat to anyone from anywhere. I could be out on the road with my smartphone, and if I had a scheduled meeting with someone, we could hop on board that boat. Like I bring that boat everywhere I go. If again, I'm selling it, I'm not, but.
And you could have taken a day. So what brand was that? Boston Whaler, right? You could have taken a day. Let's say if you are a dealer or a salesman for Boston Whaler, you could have captured all the boats of Boston Whaler in one day. Yes. So you go home, any client that can ask you about any boats, you can show them, right?
From anywhere.
We already work with Boston Whaler. I know they have virtual tours. This system, by the way, works with all the new virtual tours that we have, but just you can go there. If you work in a brokerage company, there is 70 listings. It will take you maybe a week to capture the 70 listing if you go at it every day. And you have all the listing for all your brokerage firm. So don't miss this opportunity. Make sure to leverage this. Remember what people want. People want to step on board, and that's what you need to offer them. So on that note, thank you, Paul, for today's call. We'll reconnect next Wednesday. We're going to make sure to upload this video on YouTube, upload this video on social media and on the platform. Thank you so much for watching. Paul, you have a great day.
You too, Vincent.
And talk soon. Ciao.